Hello YouTube, welcome to the 11th episode of Suggestion Showcase. Today we'll be reviewing the first tank in this series. This tank is the B2 Centauro II. The suggestion was made by Nicho and I will place the invite to the Italian suggestion Discord in the description below. General info. The story of the B2 Centauro would begin around 2010. Previous work from Otto Malara, such as the making of the B1 Centauro armed with a 120mm gun, had led Otto Malara to gain enough know-how to begin the development of a new and improved version of the B1 Centauro. Eventually on June Eurostatory 2016, the B2 Centauro MGS was presented to the masses of military vehicle enthusiasts. 2 years later, on July 2018, a contract was signed for purchase of 136 Centauro IIs for the Italian army, for the sole purpose of putting out of service the older Centauros that have served inside the Italian armed forces since the late stages of the Cold War. Each unit is quite expensive, roughly costing around 7.5 million euro each. As of now, the Centauro II is right now one of the most technologically advanced vehicles in service inside the Italian army. One of the main changes from the previous variant was a major improvement to protection. According to Leonardo, it has access to an H3 jammer made it prevent the activation of IEDs. Its protection has also increased due to a V-shaped chassis that was modified to protect itself better against shrapnel, IEDs and mines. A new engine and upgraded transmission have also been added to the vehicle to drastically increase mobility. The main weapon it has access to is a third generation 120 or 105mm Otto Malara smoothbore gun with a semi-automatic loading system with 12 rounds ready to fire. This means it can provide the same firepower as the majority of NATO main battle tanks, such as the almost NATO standard Leopard 2, which the B2 Centauro has the edge over in some aspects, considering it can be deployed in long distances, 800 kilometers, due to being wheeled. Lastly, it also has access to remotely operated Leonardo hit-throw light turret. Although it is said that it could be interchangeable for either a 7.62 machine gun or 40mm automatic grenade launcher, it is able to fire all standard 120mm NATO APFSDS, which at times penetrates over 600mm of RMS armor at range of 3 kilometers. On top of that, it can use a multitude of multi-purpose ammunitions, depending on the role it is assigned, which, if may add thanks to the turret, the ammunitions can be programmable, making it a very versatile vehicle. It can hold up to 40 rounds, which most are stored inside of the manual rack. The B2 Centauro has access to an autoloader, with some sources stating it can fire every 3 seconds. In terms of speed, it has an Iveco Vector V8 diesel engine with 720 horsepower, allowing it to go 110 km an hour on road. What will amaze most of you to know is that even with all of this vehicle remains lightweight, so such as the 120 or 105mm cannon does not affect the vehicle's mobility. It also has access to 81mm smoke grenade charges which fire over the frontal arc of the vehicle. The crew of 4 will benefit from a Gen 3 thermal and night vision devices, along with the addition of a laser rangefinder and laser warning system. The vehicle is very survivable, and as mentioned previously, it can also mount extra add-on armor in times of need. It has been rated to be able to withstand up to 30mm autocannon fire, but most of the info surrounding that is classified. In addition, if something was to damage the ammo compartment, the crew would be safe, thanks to the blow-up panels it has access to. The turret rack is actually its own module, so if it was to be damaged, the main crew would not be affected. The commander site has access to a panoramic type to allow hunter-killer target engagement to take place. The crews who man the Freccia will benefit from having this vehicle in its arsenal, as the previous Centauro wasn't able to keep up anymore. To be able to work effectively in tandem, many Italian high commands think that way too. Here's a quote from Lieutenant General Francesco Castrataro. Quote, "We need both Freccia with his 25mm gun and the Centauro with his 120mm gun working together on the battlefield. The new model allows this." Unquote. For now, the Italian army has already some in service undergoing the testing phases. However, they're pretty much finished, and all that's left is to appoint the regiments who will have access to them and train the crews. Majority of the ones purchased are still being made. First set official deliveries are expected to be complete in the first quarter of 2021, while the rest will follow suit shortly after in the future. It has also been theorized that some sort of hard collective protective system will be fitted in the future to further increase its protection. APS has also said to commerce testing for the Freccia IFV, which after that will be moved into the B2 Centauro. This vehicle so far has great export potential too. Qatar and Spain have shown great interest in acquiring them, so in the future, it's not out of the realm to see more countries adopting this design. So that was some general info about the Centauro II. Let's talk about armament and equipment. So the main cannon is a 120 or 105mm Otto Malara Alara cannon. It has programmable ammunitions and able to fire pretty much everything NATO standard. It has a 12.7mm hit throw light turret, a 7.62mm machine gun, 40mm automatic grenade launcher, 81mm smoke grenades, blower panels, thermal and NVDs, third generations, add-on armor, and a laser rangefinder. Specifications are: the max speed is 105 or 110 km an hour, and the range on road is 800 km while driving at 70 km an hour. Thank you guys for watching. Props to Nicho for making this suggestion. It will be down in the description to +1. I will also have the War Thunder Italian suggestion Discord server in the description. I'll see you guys next time.